Boker Tov, Yeladim.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Rabbi.
Shalom, Rabbi.
Shalom, Ribbit, Ribbit. All righty, everybody turn on their cameras. There's getting people there. All right, let's start off our class with some prayer and the Shema and the Ten Commandments. Adrian's going to pray. The Sinclairs are going to do the Shema. And Marley's going to do the Ten Commandments. Start us off, Sinclair Land.
Yeah, sorry. Father God, I thank you that we could be here to learn. I thank you that we could have a wonderful, we could to learn something here and the rest of the day to finish schoolwork early. Amen. Shema Yisrael Yehovah Eloheinu Yehovah Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malkuto Leolam Vayeh. Hear Israel, the Lord our God is one God. We have to use the verse.
Marley, Ten Commandments.
Who? Sorry?
Marley!
Me. Okay. One. I'm the Lord your God. You shall not have any idols before me. Do I'm getting rusty.
Okay, so Rust, the way we work out Rust is we work it out. And so I want you to write the Ten Commandments 10 times today, and I want to see it tomorrow or don't be in my class. Okay, this is basic concepts, and everybody needs to do them. So write it 10 times, and I want to see it tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Sanchez Land, turn on your camera, please. Arlena, do the Ten Commandments, please.
God brought the land of Egypt. They're gonna have idols for my face. Not having the gods before us. Not having the Lord name in vain. Keep the Shabbat holy. Honor your mother and father. Do not commit adultery. Do not commit adultery. Do not murder. And do not steal. Do not lie, and do not covet.
All right, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. All right, we're moving on in our studies today. All right, we got a lot of words to learn. All right, Miss Allie Mae, read Midbar 5, verse 2 and 3. A lot of words to look at to make sure that we understand the words, because we can't understand the concept unless we understand the words. So, Miss Allison Mae Randall, would you be so kind to read it with feeling?
Order the people of Israel to expel from the camp everyone with tizarat, everyone with a discharge, and whoever is unclean because of touching a corpse. Both male and female you must expel. Put them outside the camp so that they won't defile their camp, where I live among you.
All right, everybody give Miss Allison Mae the big hand. Ooh, what a good reading. The big red hat behind you, the big helmet behind you. It's right on top of your head. Look, she's got feathers. She's like a peacock. All right. So now we got to learn about some words. All right, because We had this word in both verse 2 and 3, so it's an interesting thing. It's a concept that we have to learn. All right, Yeshua, let's start with you. How are you this morning? How's Ribbit Ribbit?
He's fine under the chair. Under
He's
the under the stairs.
You put him under the stairs?
Under the steps. Under the steps from our backyard.
Did you give your frog a name?
Not yet, but
We'll just call him Ribbit Ribbit. All right. All right, so there's a word that we want to see if you understand, because without understanding, we don't understand the whole thing that we're talking about. Excuse me. Can you tell me what the word expel means? Expel. E-X-P-E-L. E-X-P-E-L. Spell expel, Yeshua.
expel. You tell somebody that, like, you tell somebody that the mice is dead. That's
What?
it. The mice is dead in the picture.
That's what they mean to expel?
Say it again what you say.
They said that you say to somebody, look, there's something dead in the street. Like, maybe a car drive over the mice. Like, they said a person say that the like a car was driving and the mice was there and the car drive over the mice.
So that what it means to expel?
Yeah.
No, that means to crush, squish. Dead. He's dead. He's dead. Mice is dead. Ah! No, that's what I'm not what I'm looking for. Let's see. Arlena, do you know what the word expel means? Expel. E-X-P-E-L. 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 Do you know what expel means? Riette, you're next. No, Ben's next. You know what the word expel means? Yes or no, Arlena?
No, I don't know that.
Okay, it might be. How old are you?
5.
Okay, it might be a little bit above where you are. Ben Jammin. Ben the Jammin. Ben Strawberry Jammin.
I still have to think about it.
What does expel mean? E-X-P-E-L. E-X-P-E-L. Expel, Benjamin.
Expel means to expel means
What grade are you in?
6
¿Cuántos años?
on 11.
Okay, so you should be like in 6th grade or 5th grade, right?
I'm in 6th grade.
Okay, so expel should be a word that you would be easily be able to tell me.
Yeah, for example, there's people who get expelled from school, like she was expelled from school.
Well, what happened to her?
Maybe she did something wrong,
And then what happened?
and then she got in trouble by the principal.
Okay, and then she got expelled. So what does it mean to be expelled?
It means to um to ban
Ban?
to ban someone from the school.
Ban somebody from the school, like put a band around your head?
No, like ban them. Like they can't go to school. They're not allowed to go to school anymore.
Okay, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Riette, what does it mean to expel? Expel. E-X-P-E-L. E-X-P-E-L. Expel.
Well, it can mean to like get rid of.
Get rid of. Very good. That's the key. Get rid of. Benjamin was partially correct. He was getting there, but the concept wasn't full. To expel means to get rid of. Okay, everybody say get rid of. Get rid of. Get rid of. Like we have to expel the trash out of our house every night. We have to expel it. We need to get rid of it because it stinks. It stinks. Pew. Everybody say pew. Okay, to expel. So here, let's read our sentence again. Mia, Wea, Chia, Pia, read verse 2 and 3. You're on the phone. Okay. And Vicky.
Rabbi.
Yay!
Hello, Rabbi. I have my Bible. What's the scripture?
Bamidbar 5, verse 2 and 3.
Okay. Order the people of Israel to expel from the camp everyone with tesserot, everyone with a discharge, and whoever is unclean because of touching a corpse. Both male and female you must expel. Put them outside the camp so that they won't defile their camp, for I live among you.
All right, thank you, Mia, Chia, we appear. All right, now, so we're expelling the person, so we're getting rid of anyone with tisserot. Who can tell me what tisserot is? Victoria, can you tell me what tisserot is, Victoria?
Tissera is a disease. Yeah,
What kind of disease?
it's a skin disease.
Very good, very good. So if somebody's got a pimple on their face, we got to expel them from the camp?
Yes.
A pimple?
Yes.
So we're getting rid of all the teenagers?
Well, I think so.
That's
I
good.
don't.
That's a good thing. The teenagers are just trouble like you, right?
Not all of them.
Not all of them. All right, so we got tisserot, which is a skin disorder of some sort. Okay. So now we're going to look at the next word. Because if we don't understand the words, then we don't know what the whole two verses are about. So we got to get rid of somebody who has a skin disorder and anyone with a discharge. Marle. What is discharge? Discharge. Discharge. Discharge.
Discharge is like when you have leprosy, when you have cancer,
Nope.
you have diarrhea.
Nope. That would be more like tisserot. Discharge is something else.
Okay, I'm getting confused.
Cancer, like you get a melanoma, is like a skin cancer. There's something on your skin. There's a spot or something that can cause tumors and things like that. That's different. That's more like a tisserot. Discharge. Discharge. It's not like you're charging your tongue and sticking it in the light socket. That would be bad. Discharge. Discharge. Discharge is different. What would it be? Discharge, Molly. Take another guess. Lev, you're next. I gotta go to the young kids first, Allie Mae. Gotta give the young kids a chance. Gotta see if their brains are operational. I'm gonna give you a harder one. Molly, I'm fully sleepy, darling. What would be a discharge? I think Molly's brain has gone to sleep. Everybody go. Okay, and then do it to the left, and then everybody do it to the right. Okay, Marley, and everybody go. Wake up, Marley!
Wake up, Marley!
All right, let's see. Lever baloney. What is discharge? Discharge. Discharge.
What a discharge means, it's like the nada.
It's like the Neidah. So explain to me a Neidah, you little person whippersnapper. What's happening during the Neidah then?
The blood that comes out of a woman's body
Okay, blood's coming out of a
that
woman's
makes
body.
you unclean.
Okay, that's very good. Very good. Yeshua's got his hand up. Yeshua! Discharge, Discharge. Discharge. Now you spell discharge, Yeshua.
Like this time
I asked you to spell it. I asked you to spell it. I asked you to spell it.
Discharge.
Very good. Now tell me what the discharge is there, Mr. Yeshua Lara Ribbit.
Now, a discharge is diarrhea and vomiting. Diarrhea and vomiting.
Okay, very good. Okay, everybody be quiet when Yeshua's talking. Nana, Josh. We're in class now. Everybody come and sit down Nana. Time to sit down and be in class. You'll learn too, even at a young person's age. Okay, Nana, come sit and learn. It's time to learn about the Word of God. Thank you, Nana. Hi, Nana. How are you? Good morning. Well, sit there anyway. Don't give me that pussy face. You'll sit there longer. And Mr. Pincus is even joining us. Hi, Mr. Pincus. Hello, Pinky Man. All right, you're crawling pretty quick there, little kid. All right, discharge is something that comes out of your body that's not good. So here we're getting rid. Now, everybody, pay attention. Arlene, I'm going to ask you another question soon. So pay attention. Time to start bringing up your game a little bit. You're 5, it's school time. Okay? Expelling somebody with some sort of skin disorder or a discharge. Okay? And whoever is unclean between. Now, unclean because of touching a corpse. Now, another word. Corpse. 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 Allie Mae, what is a corpse? What is a corpse?
A corpse is like a dead person's body or dead animal.
Okay. So why would somebody be unclean because they touched a dead animal?
Because once the animal is dead, it's basically unclean.
Well, you can't eat a live cow. He's going to move. Right?
Yeah.
So are you unclean if you touch a dead cow? If you touch the dead cow? Like I want a hamburger. I can't like take it out of a live cow. Every time I'm eat, I'm unclean.
I guess not.
Told you I was going to ask you a harder question. Can you spell corpse?
Yeah. CORPSE.
Okay. So, what kind of corpse do you think Jehovah's talking about? Since we got to, kill the horse and then eat the horse, right?
Yeah.
We're eating horse?
No. I mean, we're not eating horse.
Why don't you want to eat horse? Probably tastes like.
It's unclean.
What do you mean it's unclean?
Doesn't have the split hoof or chew the cud.
Okay. It doesn't have a split hoof or chew the cud? Sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. So what do you think this means then? Whoever's unclean because of touching a corpse.
I think what it means is like with animals that aren't kosher, like ones that we aren't.
Say it again. You're a little off center of your mic there.
I think it means like the animals that are unclean for us to eat, or the ones that are that don't chew the cud or have a split hoof. We can't touch them because they're unclean.
Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Leah. Whoever's unclean because of touching corpse. What do you think Jehovah means by this? What's a corpse?
It's a corpse is something dead, like an animal is a dead corpse. Well, an animal that is dead is a dead corpse.
So every time we eat dinner, we're unclean.
No, because we cook we're not supposed to eat the blood, and we have to eat kosher animals too. But we cooked it, and that we're not eating the blood. That's when you're unclean if you eat the blood of the animal.
Well, it says whoever's unclean because of touching a corpse. Doesn't say anything about blood there.
Well, when you touch the corpse, it could probably be diseased. You don't know. Like if you find like a random animal on the floor that's dead, you don't know what could have killed it or what insects could have like went in the body and placed like eggs in there. Something gross, you know? You can't just touch a corpse, it's dirty.
Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. We're getting there. We're getting there. Victoria, what do you think this means? And whoever is unclean because of touching corpse, the guy's a butcher, and and you wanted a steak for dinner, so the butcher's unclean, and you're unclean for touching a dead cow.
I think it's yeah, I think that's what it means, because that's like a corpse, that's what it is. So it says touching a corpse, so it's like if you touch an animal or a person that's dead, you're unclean.
You're unclean if you get a steak or chicken. It's
But I think it's like also if it's not kosher, because like we eat the like steak and lamb, but yeah, I think it's also if it's not kosher, so like pork and those animals.
Well, it's not saying that. It says whoever is unclean because of a touching a corpse. Let's go over to Mia. Mia, we achieve here. Hi, Eliyahu. Hi, Lila. Good morning. Mia, your turn.
Okay. Well, touching a corpse is a dead body, like just the skeleton, pretty much. It could either just a skeleton, or it could be just the body of like when a person or animal just died, or yeah. So you can't touch the body because it'll make you unclean. But why? You don't know what the person or animal died of. But even though it's a family member that died, you can't touch the body, because there could be bacteria lingering inside, and it could be bacteria that could get you sick or whatever.
Okay, very good, Mia. Very good. Let's see if Riet can help us out. Riet! Corpse. C-O-R-P-S-E. C-O-R-P-S-E. Whoops, I hit the button again. Why, Riet? Can't you? And then Adrian, whoever is unclean because of touching a corpse. What does this mean? Is the butcher unclean all the time, Riet?
Well, well, maybe there's a certain way to. Maybe there's a certain way to avoid being defiled of because of being a butcher. Because they're basically touching animal corpses.
So the butcher's unclean all the time? He's touching a dead corpse.
Well, maybe there's some way. Maybe there's some way to make himself clean again. Insert clean again.
Maybe he's got to take a shower.
Well, I don't know if it's that way.
Maybe he's got to, spin around 3 times and click his heels.
No.
No. Adrian! He's got his finger up. He's giving me the finger.
I think
Answer.
the difference between the meat he's cutting and a corpse is that I would picture a corpse as having lied around for a bit, having started rotting, while the stuff at the butcher's, the slaughterhouse, will be more fresh because it was recently killed.
Okay, very good, very good. Adrian and Mia got some really good answers, okay? So the understanding is this, everybody. You're not touching a corpse if you picked an animal, it was alive 1 second, and now you killed it, and then you cut it into pieces. That's not a corpse because you killed it. The corpse is if, like, you look at the picture, everybody, look at the picture. Marley, pick your head up. Pay attention to class. Okay, the corpse is if, like, you see a dead animal. Like, I was driving to the congregation yesterday, and along the highway there was a raccoon, and the raccoon was dead. The raccoon was laying on the side of the road, like blah. Because what happens inside your body is things explode inside your body, and that's why the animal's legs are all stretched out. Okay, so if you see an animal along the road, that's a corpse. But if you wanted to cut, you got a lot of money, got a couple of $100, and you would go to the butcher and you see that cow and say, I want that cow. I want that cow. And the butcher goes, okay, it's going to be $2,000 for the whole cow. So you go, okay, I got my $2,000. Cow was alive, and then you kill it. That's not a corpse. A corpse is if you see something along the road or an animal that's already dead, and they're in the field and you don't know why the animal is dead. Okay, so that's a corpse. So if we're expelling, we're getting rid of anyone in the camp that has some sort of skin disorder. Okay, anyone who has a discharge who's throwing up, who's got diarrhea, or a discharge and then they die. Okay, and then anybody who's been touching a dead animal that died of itself. Okay, then it says in verse 3, both male and female, you must get rid of, expel. Okay, now it says put them outside the camp. What do you think that means? Lev, what do you mean? How do you know where the inside of the camp is and the outside of the camp is?
Could you repeat that question again because my brother was being loud?
Asher the Basher. Okay, Asher, it's time for where I'm talking, you're not talking. Okay, Leveroni. Okay, it says now put them outside the camp. How do we know where it is? Asher, where do we know where the inside of the camp is and the outside of the camp is, Lev?
The outside of the camp is where all the people are not there. That's an unclean area. And where all the people are, that's a holy area because God is living among you.
Well, where do I know where the outside of the camp begins?
The surrounding land.
The surrounding land. What do you think, Benjamin? Where does the outside of the camp and the inside of the camp? How do I know where it ends? How do I know where one ends and the other begins, Ben? Ben, strawberry jamming.
You can't.
You can't? Well, God is saying here in verse 3, Jehovah's saying here in verse 3, both male and female you must expel, put them outside of the camp, so that they won't defile the camp where I live among them. There's got to be a way of telling, Ben. Strawberry jamming.
So how you can tell is that maybe you can go around it. Like you're in the entrance and then you can go around and see where it ends. Like the fence, I think that's where it ends. Like where like so the front is right there. You can go to the back and see where it ends.
What fence? What fence, Ben?
The camp.
Just put them outside of the camp. Is there a fence around the entire camp?
When they go outside of the camp, there's like for people with the discharge, there's a fence, or like there's somewhere that they have to be. They can't be with other people.
That is correct. You are correct. You're remembering some of our other classes. But where does the inside of the camp and the out where does the inside of the camp end? Where does the outside of the camp begin? How do we know where that is?
I'm I do not know.
Okay, well that's okay. Victoria, my desk, young lady, but male and female you must expel. Put them outside the camp. C-A-M-P, camp. Where does the inside of the camp end and the outside of the camp begin, Victoria? Victoria? There you are.
It ends. I don't know.
Allie Mae! Allie Mayday! Mayday! Mayday, Allie Mae! The youngins, the middleins, they're not knowing where the inside of the camp ends and the outside of the camp ends. Can you help us out there, Allie Mayday?
So I think what it is it's like you take the entrance out and then you just I guess there's like I wouldn't say there's a fence, but like it's where the tents end and then you just keep going and then there's like this wide open space and that's the camp.
Oh yeah, you got a little chopped up at the end there, but you were on the right track. So tell me about the tent thing again. That's your key. Say it again, please.
So I think it's where the tents end. So like keep going past the tents, and then there's like this wide open space. Is what I think.
Okay, let's see what Adrian thinks. Adrian Sinclair.
Yeah.
Mr. Sinclair. Well, does the inside of the cap end and the outside begin? How do I know where it begins and ends? Can you tell me that, young man?
the inside ends. I'm sorry. Could you please repeat the question?
Most certainly, my dearest young man. Both male and female you must expel. Put them outside the camp. So, Mr. Sinclair, Mr. Adrian Sinclair, where would I know where the inside of the camp ends and the outside begins of the camp? C-A-M-P. C-A-M-P. Camp.
Where the camp begins and the outside of the camp and the inside.
Miss Allie Mae gave you an excellent answer. And I had her say it twice.
Spelled to the outside. They were sent into the wilderness, perhaps?
Y'all making me fall asleep. Everybody left. And now to the right. And everybody goes, wake up, Adrian!
Wake up!
Now let's see if Mia can help us out here. Miss Mia, darling youngest lady, if you can shut your brother up, maybe you can answer my question. Where does the inside of the camp end and the outside begin? Allison May actually had a great grand answer. It was totally amazing. Allie Mae was like right on the ball today.
Okay, hold on. Sure. Okay, well, I'm guessing that the inside of the can begins like pretty much where the last tent is set up. Pretty much is the outskirts of the camp, like the border, like where the last tent is set up, like the outer tents. And then like behind the outer tents would be the wilderness area where the camp ends, and where the outside of the camp begins.
Okay, pretty good answer, pretty good answer, pretty good. Leia, Princess Leia, darling. How are you this morning, Miss Princess Leia?
I'm fine.
Okay, you've heard some interesting answers. Could you give me your take on where does the inside of the camp end and the outside begin it?
The outside is obviously for me would be the gate because every camp has a gate. And where the inside.
You mean we had a gate walking in the desert for 40 years? We put up a gate every time on the outside of the camp and said, darling, the Canaanites are over here and the Jebusites over there. You can't come past our gate.
Well, like when you're building a camp, like a community together, I think there has to be like a gate, you know? Like that's where you enter the camp. So there's I'm guessing an entrance, and then I don't know about the.
What would that be? What book of what book of the Torah would that be in there, dear woman?
There's an entrance of the camp.
Yeah. You seem to be like in Pennsylvania. Oh, you're in Pennsylvania.
No.
Okay, so do you have a gate at your house? Do you have a gate at the house in Pennsylvania?
I don't have a gate.
Well, how do you know where the inside of your property is and the outside of your property is?
Because the builders told us.
Speak up, please.
The builders told us where our property ends and where it begins.
They told you?
Yeah.
Well, how do you know where it is?
Because they put like a sort of like what they did to tell us is we kind of knew already because they put like an outline of our property with these little fences and little flags.
So there's no gate?
No, there's no gate.
There's no gate. Now, were we doing this for 40 years in the desert? We were wandering from Mitzrayim to Israel and Canaan, and every time we stopped, we put up this wall outside our camp and put a gate up and said, Jebusites, you can't come in here.
Okay, maybe not a gate, but at least maybe they like set a point where the entrance is.
How did that happen, Diaz?
Like, I don't know, someone must have like maybe get a rock and put like this is where the camp it begins and this is where it ends, you know? Like a little, you know, like what they did for the house or my house. They put like little flags up so they could see where the property begins and ends.
Okay, you're on the right path. You're sort of in the neighborhood, but you're not at the house yet. But you're in the neighborhood. Allison May has got her hand up. Allison May.
Okay, so I kind of made a drawing of what I think it might look like. So, you see it?
Yeah.
This is the camp.
Yes. We can see it.
And then, so these lines up here would be the entrance or exit. And it's past the tents. And then up here, there's nothing. That's the wilderness or outside of camp.
Very good, Allison May. Okay, so we're camping around the Mishkan, what we were talking about last week, the tabernacle, the blue, purple, scarlet. Okay, we were talking about the tabernacle last week. That's the center of the camp. Now everybody camped around that. So the 3 tribes to the north, 3 tribes to the south, 3 tribes to the east, and 3 tribes to the west. So we got 12 tribes camping around it. Each had their area. Now the last tribe, okay, the last clan of the last tribe. Adrian, listen. I'm going to ask you again, Adrian. Okay. The last clan of the last tribe, beyond where that tent was, that is where the outside began. So the people with tisserot, the people with a discharge, the people who were unclean from touching a dead corpse, you would put them beyond the last tent of the last tribe of the last clan. Okay? Now, Adrian, explain to me what I just said.
That there are borders between the tribes and clans. Or so. The last tribe, last clan.
Maria, can you help your brother out here?
Sorry.
Must be doing drugs or something.
Yeah.
He must need coffee.
I'm pretty sure you said like you were talking about like the border of the camps.
Right. So what's the center of the camp, Riat?
Yeah.
We're wandering the desert for 40 years. We left Egypt. We went through the Red Sea. And what was the center of our camp? Adrian?
Was it the tabernacle?
Ding, 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 ding. Everybody,
I thought.
yes, you got the answer right. Everybody, whoa, Adrian, woke up, at least partially anyway. Marley's still sleeping.
Because I could have sworn that I was listening on the question.
Well, then answer where the outside of the camp begins, dearest boy. Mr. Red Hair Boy. Carrot bottom. Because you're not a carrot top. The carrot top is green. So you're a carrot bottom.
Yeah. I have a ginger.
Ginger, that's good. I love ginger. Ginger beer. Ginger beer, the soda, ginger beer is excellent. Gosling's ginger beer soda. Good.
Ginger snaps.
Ginger snaps are excellent.
Yeah, it's my dad's favorite cookie.
Yes.
Oh, it's good. Now, Adrian, where does the outside of the camp begin? Stop drinking there, dearest boy.
The outside of the camp begins at the outskirts where the last tent is. The last
Or-
tent.
Okay. All right, so listen up, everybody. Once again, Allie Mae, put your chart up on the so everybody can see your drawing. Okay. Now put it a little closer. There you go. You can see Allison Mae's drawing. Okay. The center of the camp is the tabernacle. Now, then 3 tribes to the north, 3 tribes to the south, 3 tribes to the east, 3 tribes to the west. Okay. And then each tribe had an area. And then in the tribe, you have a clan. So you have the clan of the tribe of Levi, not Levi, Shimon, let's say Shimon or Benjamin or Naphtali or Asher. And then you had clans inside the tribe. That would be your particular family. So let's say Mr. Sanchez, he's got all his brothers.
I don't know.
So each mute Adrian. Mute Adrian. Okay. So here, Mr. Sanchez has got a lot of brothers and sisters. So each one of them would be a clan. Okay. So your uncle Ben, your uncles, like Uncle Moses, and any other uncle, the guy that plays bass. Anyway, your other uncle, okay, that's a clan. And then your father has his own clan, but they're all part of the Sanchez tribe. Okay. So then you camped outside the tabernacle, and each tribe went boink, 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 boink further away from the tabernacle. And then each clan goes further away from that. Okay. So you would put the people outside where the last tent was. That would be outside the camp. Now here, now we're going to go another word. Okay, another word is coming up. Another word in verse 3, defile. D-E-F-I-L-E. Defile. D-E-F-I-L-E. Defile. D-E-F-I-L-E. Defile their camp. What does it mean to defile the camp? Marley. Marley. Are you awake now, dearest?
Yes.
Well, then, thank goodness you're awake now. It's only been almost an hour. Can you tell me what, put them outside the camp so that they won't defile? D-E-F-I-L-E. D-E-F-I-L-E. Defile. What does defile?
Defile is like when you have discharge. That's the word.
Discharge.
When you have a discharge. But here it says this. They have to put the person with a discharge out the camp so the whole camp doesn't be discharged.
You use the word discharge to explain the word discharge, but didn't explain the word defile. You gonna be a lawyer when you grow up? Let's see if Lev can help us out. Lev! Leveroni, what does the word defile? D-E-F-I-L-E.
Defile means to make unclean.
To make unclean. Marley, what does the word defile mean?
To make unclean.
Say again.
To make unclean.
Say it again.
To make unclean.
Ah, and how do you spell defile?
D-E-F-I-L-E.
Okay, to make unclean. Okay. All right. So now we've been taking this great time to take a look at these 2 verses because we need to understand each word. And that's why if you don't understand the words and what they mean, then you don't understand the concept. Okay, the whole concept, why the Lord is saying this, all of the people of Israel to expel from the camp everyone with tisserah, skin disorder, anyone with a discharge like vomiting or diarrhea, And whoever is unclean because of touching a corpse, something that dead, that just died on its own. Both male and female, that's boys and girls, you must expel, get rid of. Put them outside the camp, where beyond the last tent, so that they won't defile, make unclean that camp where I live among you. Okay? So we're anybody that is sick in any way, tisserot, vomiting, diarrhea, bleeding, uncontrolled bleeding, okay? Anybody who touched a dead animal like a mouse or a rat, raton that we see there, okay? Jehovah's saying whether he's a male or a female, a boy or a girl, because there's only two sexes, and you can't change your sex. You're born either a boy or you're born either a girl. Okay? You can't think I'm a girl if I'm a boy, and you can't think you're a boy if you're a girl. Okay? You can't flip flop. You're born the way God made you, and you can't change. Okay? So here you must expel anyone who's got any sort of sickness outside the camp. Now, how do we determine outside the camp, Leah? Leah.
Let's start from the outside of the camp.
Yes, how do we determine where the outside of the camp begins?
With the borders.
What's the borders?
The borders are the starting point from the camp, you know?
You just talked in a circle. How do you determine where the inside of the camp is and the outside of the camp begins?
With the borders, that it helps, like,
How do you know where the border is?
well, the border it starts from the beginning.
Beginning of what?
The beginning of the camp.
Where's the beginning? How do I know where the beginning of the camp is?
By like there's the middle, which is where the tabernacle is, and there's the 12 camps. You know, like 12 camps are set in a certain way. And
Victoria, you're next.
It's like a border is like the perimeter of like the camp.
How do I determine the perimeter?
By I forgot.
We just went over it. Allie had the picture. Allie was good enough to draw us a picture. And it was sort of like intelligent too. Let's see, Victoria, how do I determine the inside and the outside of the camp?
By the tents.
What do you mean by the tents?
Like, and the inside of the camp there are tents, and then you would go all the way to the end, and then where the tents stop, that's the end.
Okay, how do the tents go around the tabernacle? How many tribes to each side?
6.
6 tribes to each side? So how many tribes would that be if there's 4 sides?
So be 3.
So you got 6 tribes to each side of the tabernacle. How many sides of the tabernacle is there?
4.
So you got 6 tribes on each side. 6 times 4 is what?
24.
So there's 24 tribes of Israel?
No, it would be 3.
3 what? 3 squared?
3 sides. No, 3 tribes on each side.
Okay. 3 sides on each side of the tabernacle. Okay. Mia, last one. Mia, explain to me how do you get the inside and the outside of the camp? How do you determine the inside and the outside of the camp?
Okay, well, the way you determine the inside and the outside of the camp will be at the last clan on each of the 4 directions. Of the very last clan on the very outside, like beyond, like the furthest clan from the tabernacle, from the 4 sides. One behind the clan is the wilderness, while in front of the clan would be the camp. Well, tabernacle and camp.
Okay, very good, Mia. All right, so one last time with our last minute of the class here, so that Leia can try to get a little bit. Expelling people means to get rid of. Tisserot is some sort of skin disorder, sickness. A discharge is some vomiting or diarrhea or blood coming out of your body or anything that's coming out of your body that's not supposed to come out of your body. Unclean by touching a corpse means that you found a dead mouse on the road and you touched it. It died. You don't know why it died. It is different than butchering an animal to eat. The animal was alive. You looked at it. You determined it was good to eat, and you ate it. Both male and the female you must expel because there are only 2 sexes. Okay. Put them outside of the camp. We determine the outside of the camp by where the last tent is. There are 3 tribes to the north, 3 tribes to the south, 3 tribes to the east, 3 tribes to the west, and then you have the last tribe on the outside, and then Allie's showing her picture once again. Thank you, Allie Mae. And once that last clan of the last tribe, then that's the outside of the camp after you go past the last 10. Defile means get rid, making things unclean. And then the Lord says, where I live among you. All righty. It is now time to end our class. Let me take down this so I can see all. And we're going to end our class with some prayer. Okay. Let me get you all up on my screen here. I am thinking of a number. Who wants to end our class in prayer? Okay, Yeshua, give me a number from 1 to 10.
5.
Riette?
3.
Lev?
4. Oh, I'll do it again. 4.
You got it, Lev. Close our class in prayer.
Thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all you have given us. Thank you for letting us have a good class today. And please, Lord, help us to finish our schoolwork so we can help our moms and be helpful today. And in Yeshua's name, amen.
Amen. Have a good time. We'll see you at Bible study tonight. Shalom, chicken.
Hello.